Welcome into the Bro 4 Squad podcast. We're coming up to you from upstate New York to give you another world-famous movie commentary on Sleepy Hollow. Now, we have our movies paused at roughly the 9-second mark. While you guys get sunk up with us, we're going to go around the, graveyard?
Yeah,
Corn
sure.
patch?
Sure.
I don't remember this movie, so I don't really know what is applicable. And meet the other bros. First, to my left, the mayor himself, Jeff Hornacek. Now, Horns, I remember you in confidence telling me that you really related to this movie. Can you elaborate?
Well, the main character, Ichabod Crane, and I know a lot what it's like to live headless. If you remember, I was married to Rachel for about 7 years. I won't elaborate any further, but didn't end well.
She's still with Garrett?
Who is Garrett? And why do you guys
Golf with Garrett this weekend. He's
Yeah.
a cool guy.
Great ribs.
Pretty good golfer.
What's his handicap?
About I think a 9.
What the fuck?
And to Hornacek's left, we have our enforcer in the paint, Matthew F. Geiger. Now, Geiger, being our enforcer, how would you handle a headless horseman invading Bro 4 Squad headquarters?
A headless horseman invading Pro 4 Squad headquarters. I'd probably put a headphone on him and probably ask him to be part of the pod because honestly, we need some more people. We wouldn't give him a percentage yet, but especially if he could be a lawyer, I'm kind of getting sick of cycly shit anyway. So maybe he could just fill in that void.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I think that's acceptable. All right, guys. Again, we have our movies paused at roughly the 9-second mark. Paramount Pictures is fully up on the screen. We're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Happy Halloween, by the way, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween for you kids out there. God, missed that.
You know what's crazy? This movie came out in '99, which is
Jeff, this is a Mandalay production
God.
too. Have you seen
Jesus
that?
Christ. Fun for the whole fucking family, isn't it? But that Paramount logo, even 21 years ago, looks 96 years old.
If I remember correctly, this has like 45 minutes of fucking credits at the beginning.
Well, now would be a good time to each go around and talk about our relationship with this movie. I think I saw this probably 5 years after it came out, so I was like way too old to be scared of it, but I was definitely scared to death of it.
So I don't actually remember seeing this until way later in my life, but I do remember in 7th grade we read The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, which is this story came from, obviously. And that was the time in my life that I didn't really like reading a book, but this book I really got into because it was a badass story. And our teacher, being smart, had us read it at the end of September so we could finish it right before Halloween.
Nice.
And I probably watched this maybe 2 years afterwards because I didn't really know they made a movie about it. I remember this trailer coming on a bunch of my VHSs I own, though, because I remember saying, "Oh, that's Alfred from Batman" when I was like 6.
Christina Ricci was white hot too.
No.
I think I haven't seen this since 99 or like maybe early 2000. I remember we rented it. It was my whole baseball team and we had like a huge like sleepover for the end of the season. And we rented this movie and we watched it. And that was the last time I watched it.
Van rented like Little Big League or something.
Van Garrett was like the Ralph Lauren of the 1700s. Only pretentious, douchey, rich white people would rock it. But if you had it on, fuck, it was cool.
So this takes place in New York, I guess? I don't remember anything from the book. It was in 8th grade.
I don't know if Sleepy Hollow is an actual place in upstate, but if it is, that's
think
awesome.
it is.
I want to think it's not.
Let's look it up. It would be Sleepy Hollow, New York, I guess.
The guys curling their hair back then, I mean, that's a look. Do we think that will ever come back? Because fashion is cyclical, fellas.
It's a village in New York State's Hudson Valley.
Holy shit.
So it's probably not like a town but it's a village, so it might count. It's kind of cool.
I lived in a village.
I'm surprised they don't have I'm sure they have Sleepy Hollow Country Club.
Yeah.
Tennis courts.
He's fine. Just let him. It's a straight road anyway. We should be good.
I love the 90s. Like,
He
yeah,
just
we
got
can just
the
have a
carriage
mannequin
balanced.
headless. No one will know the difference. It'll look awesome.
Dude, I want to dive roll out of something.
Being from the Midwest and going to a lot of keggers in a cornfield, whenever you're drunk, lost in a cornfield, it's actually a really scary feeling.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
It's terrifying.
It's weird because I get like a claustrophobic vibe from it.
Well, you
Try doing
don't
it
know
stoned.
which way to go. It's a great opening scene.
Fuck yeah. Doesn't have to be the best scene.
It's gotta
Burton's
set
like,
a tone.
what if the blood goes on the pumpkin? Like,
Go
that's
on.
art.
No, that's the whole pitch. Oh. Well, that's great.
How big was Burton's dick? I mean, this is basically like getting casted in I don't know, a fucking, what's the weird guy's name that did Thor that I'm fucking blanked on right now?
Taika Waititi?
Yeah, it's like if you got casted in a Taika Waititi movie today, that's what getting casted in a Tim Burton movie was in the 90s. And this is when Depp's like, I can be weird and people aren't tired of it yet.
I agree. This was before Tim Burton had kind of lost his mystique. You know, the wool had not been pulled over our eyes, so we were drinking the Kool-Aid. It's kind of fun to revisit a Johnny Depp Tim Burton movie before we were so jaded by it and like, again,
like why are we doing
Dark
this?
Shadows, fucking Alice in Wonderland, like stop.
I hate to say it, but like, we shit on. I forget about this movie that this is Tim Burton.
This and
Sweeney
Batman
Todd,
Returns
Tim
is
Burton,
tough,
and
too.
Depp.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's terrible too.
It's like the same fucking movie except not as interesting.
But Burton, this is the thing that I have against Burton. And actually, I will back Burton because I love his Batman films. But has he ever done anything good that wasn't a take? I mean, this is a book. Batman, obviously. Alice in Wonderland is a redo. Sweeney Todd's a musical. Has he ever done anything that was actually his own? I guess was Nightmare Before Christmas probably his own thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
So I basically was
real
going to
quick,
make
Matt.
a point and just rebunked my own point. I'll just shut up for a while.
Count Dooku leading the court. I'm sorry. Christopher Lee, may he rest in peace.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Two
died.
guys on a
actually
podcast.
He was also the original Dracula from like the 50s.
Oh, wow. Every time someone says, oh, Tim Burton directed this, I just think of the meme from Forgetting Sarah Marshall when he says, oh, you wanted dark and ominous. I'm like, that is every fucking
And the dude's like, dude, come on.
every Burton movie. Because in the 90s, like kids that are hipster today, they can just like wave their hair over their eyes like, yeah, I dig Tim Burton films. I think he is a really artistic being.
This dude caged up, did he pull like a Ron Artest and run into the stands at some sporting event? And
Shouldn't have poured a beer on him.
he's like, I'm cool now.
He's probably dating a woman with an opinion, so she's a witch, and he's just going to get killed for it too.
Yeah, back then, if you wanted a divorce, all you had to do was walk in town and be like, you know, I heard Meredith's a witch. You didn't hear it? I didn't say it. I'm just telling you what I heard.
Now if you say that, you know, your ex is a witch or the B word in front of it, she gets half your shit, the house and the kids, and you only get to see him maybe on weekends. Oh, times have changed.
So, because I was talking over it, it's been a while. What's he telling Ichabod he has to do? I know he told him about the murder at Sleepy Hollow.
Basically, they're just kind of tired of Ichabod's shit, so they're going to send him to Sleepy Hollow, basically on this fool's errand.
Just to get him out of town.
I'm sorry, but this is a part in the book because a cardinal's supposed to represent someone from your past or something, and I thought in the book they go over this. I tried to reread some of the high points of the book before I came on here, but I didn't get all the way through because I was busy at work today. But the book is really good if you actually want to read it.
Jesus,
and my God,
for the credits to keep rolling. Like, are we kidding? We're 30 minutes in.
I need to start drinking. I'm starting to sound like Banner because I just talked about a book.
I was just about to say, Matt, this is like the proudest moment I've ever
Banner
had.
is like touching himself while I'm talking. He's
Matt,
like, say more. I'm almost there.
Is it a full book or is it like a short story?
See, that's the thing. A bunch of books are made into short stories. I mean, I was in 8th grade, so I mean, I would think it was maybe 120 pages. I don't know, something like that.
That's a book. How ironic, Brian. Christina Ricci is in a movie with another actor named Casper. It's all around.
She's hot, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think she's hot.
Just a little.
Is she? What else is she in?
Now and Then, Casper, Monster, Black Snake Moan.
Oh yeah, Monster. Okay.
Now
I'm so impressed at how quickly you were able to rattle all of those off.
Lucky guess.
It's
It's like in
I
Road
got
Trip.
10
Matt,
more.
we was talking about this in Road Trip. He's like, "Where are the condoms?" She's like, "Back behind the hairspray in front of the brush."
Yeah.
Lucky guess.
Lucky guess.
Ian McDiarmid.
Ian
Emperor
McDiarmid. My
Palpatine.
God. Is this the only other movie he's in that we've seen besides Star Wars?
This movie has Dooku, Alfred, and Palpatine. Like, let's fucking go.
Do you think this movie was why Christopher Lee was cast as Dooku? Because they already had chemistry on scene or on camera?
Possibly.
You think in the production meetings, like McDiarmid's like, I got this one guy I was with, said Sleepy Hollow would be great for this role.
Johnny Depp?
George. Elfman, huh? Brian, I'm not as big of an Elfman guy. Are you a big?
No, this is okay.
This is one of his better scores.
This is definitely one of his better ones, but typically, yeah, I steer clear of him.
Depp does fantastic. Like, we shit on Depp and then also praise him, but he does great.
He doesn't have anything in the middle. He's either great or god awful. There's nothing in the middle.
Fantastic in this, as Ichabod Crane.
In a weird way, I think the reason we shit on him is because we know he's capable of better than like his Tontos and his Dark Shadows.
Some people I can see, because this is a very serious movie, as we'll see, but he kind of overplays the quirkiness, but I kind of like that, because in the book, he is very like over, into science, and he's going to the small town, and I kind of like it.
Go get this book.
The book is really good. I remember I was not a reader growing up at all, and there was about 3 books that
Juiced was one.
Juiced, and then there was I don't know, what the fuck.
I'll be honest though, this fucking town, the aesthetic, this is putting me in the mood for Halloween. I mean, I'm ready to go right here.
I'm scared out of my goddamn mind right now.
It's always weird when you walk into town and someone is just staring at you from their window. It's like, take a fucking picture, Edith. It'll last longer. He's got an
It really, I mean, it really signifies a small town too. It's like, okay, everyone knows each other. They know that this guy is new and from the city.
This thing is where you start off the game Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
I love back in the day where you could just tell your son, like, listen, I'll be back when you're 18. Take care of your mother.
He's like,
nowadays that's called abandonment.
He's like, I'm 9 now. That's like literally as many years I've been alive, you'll be gone. Okay, good. You're good at math. That means you're ready to be the man of the house.
Burton had his like Bo Jackson run that for 3 years he was fucking great. I mean, this aesthetically looks great. That picture right there where he's walking up with that looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's like a still. I want a poster of this shit.
I don't think anybody's ever knocked
his
Burton's ability to film, like his cinematography stuff.
I do have to say, we're 11 and a half minutes in, and the last credit just rolled. Like, that's a bit self-indulgent.
Are we sure that's the last credit?
That's The Departed there, where, like, the credits are rolling. Like, I'm already an hour into this. Like, what are we doing here?
Who's DJ in this party? I love playing Pickety Witch. Oh, there's our girl. She's a blonde in this?
Oh, yeah.
Matt's like, why'd you think I was? Matt's like, why'd you think I was interested?
It's like I'm jealous.
The thing with Christina Ricci, she was like 9, then she was 22, and then she hasn't aged a year since then.
I'm interested in, because we were really young when this movie came out, like too young to see this in theaters as rated R. But I'm interested in what was Depp thought of. This came out in 99, I believe. What was he thought of then? Because obviously
top of his game, right?
I don't think so. I mean, I think they thought he was like a good actor, but not, Blow hasn't came out yet. Pirates hasn't came out yet with really resurged his career. I mean, what else?
He was in 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, so
He was in What's
He was
Eating
like
Gilbert
a
Grape.
teeny bopper,
you're right, Matt.
like TV
Really,
show.
the only movie he did before this were 2 movies. He did Fear and Loathing in '98, and then he did.
Which is a cult classic, so most mainstream people haven't even seen that in the 90s.
And then Donnie Brasco in '97.
Okay,
When
that was the
What's
big
Eating
one.
Gilbert Grape?
Gilbert Grape
He was
was.
in Edward Scissorhands before this. That was in the 80s.
Yeah, hang on. Gilbert Grape must have been way before this then, because I was down.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Gilbert
it
Grape
was-
was-
I believe.
Gilbert Grape was '93. Edward Scissorhands was '90.
I mean, Donnie Brasco with Pacino was a big one, but I mean, he wasn't considered. I thought like once Pirates came out, that's when he was like, okay, this guy is an A-lister. Before then, I think he was just kind of a cult movie type dude.
What's crazy? So 2000, like right after this, he did Chocolat. There's that Alfred. God, what is
This has everyone. This has Alfred from Batman. It's got the principal from Ferris Bueller / the dad from Beetlejuice that he does a movie. It's got Friar Tuck. That I think the fat
That's
dude.
the fucking dude from Harry Potter, Banner.
Yeah.
God,
He's,
I love dude. Give me Ian McDiarmid in anything, and now he has a Chad Kroger soul patch.
He's like, hey, we just need Ian to act for a while. He's like, okay, well, I act when I'm not acting.
You mean you just want me to live my life?
Can you imagine Ian McDiarmid being like your uncle, and he get to go to like barbecues with him? Is that the
like
hairpiece?
Decapitated.
Even in the '70s, that's a bad hairpiece.
I say that to my wife all the time during Halloween. I'm like, decapitated. I could love Jeff in this. He's so good.
Dude, Burton was.
This is a scene probably where Burton's like, listen, I'm going to have all my boys in here. They're going to be on day for a set. We're going to, enjoy the nightlife, and then they'll be out of here.
Imagine going to drink with these guys afterwards.
McDiarmid has like a tea and a scotch. Like he orders both.
Can you tell me the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Like that movie hasn't even come out yet. I was like, I know, but come on.
We're like sitting on his lap. Just ask him a bunch of questions.
We just get hammered, and somehow it would end up with us convincing him to try and shoot me with his force lightning.
I always told my wife when we watch UFC fights and they walk out and like, or boxing, like Mayweather has like Lil Wayne saying, I said, if I was a fighter, I'd be walking out. I'd pay Ian McDiarmid to dress as the Emperor and walk out in front of me. That's what I would do. Like, that'd be badass.
And knowing him, he'd be like, your money is no good here. I do this for my own pleasure.
I'll do it for a couple bags of tea. Okay.
Michael Gow, Alfred with a mullet, is the only way you could have made
and
me
one
more
eye.
Right. The only way you could have made me more pumped about this was say that that's what he looks like.
He's like, oh, did the Headless Horseman do that? He's like, no, actually, it was a orgy party back in 1540. It's not important, really. Christopher Walken, I forgot, is the Headless Horseman,
yeah,
too.
Of course. Because, again, Matt, like you said, he's playing all the Tim Burton's greatest hits.
Yeah. I know. We're going to bring out, like, everyone, pretty much. On
Your head needs to be chopped off. me. Dude, Walken, Matt, how unapproachable would Walken have been this day on set? He's got the fucking teeth on. He's going. Oh,
my God. Yeah. It's just in character the whole time.
Tim's like, I can't deal with him. I can't direct him, so I need someone else to.
He rode his horse hard in a battle. I love how they're just like, we tell this story a lot, actually, when we drink. So
yeah, we have it all worked out. We all know our parts. Some of us even do the voices if you get us drunk enough. The woods are so deep.
I mean, he's just going through his little black book. I was like, Walken, like, hey, we liked you in Batman Returns. Let's get you in this as a Headless Horseman.
Burton's like, look, I don't have too many good movies left in me, so let's get you in the good ones.
Dude,
no one cares
shit.
about two cute twin girls just being in the woods in the dead of winter during a war. That doesn't matter.
I'm loving this, man.
What I'm more concerned about is they don't have a coat on. It's cold out there.
It is.
Fine, Banner. Oh!
McDiarmid doesn't really have much to nibble on in this. He just kind of sits there.
His voice is like fucking Clemens' fastball. Like, that's why you bring him in here.
I thought his horse was dead.
He walked it off. He's good. What they really did was shot some cortisone up him.
This movie so far is right up Geiger's alley. It's perfect. I love hey, I'm an artist, so I don't have to do the fucking credits when you tell me. I'm going to do them 10 minutes in. And then about 20 minutes in, I'm going to give you a little fucking background story, but it's going to be a scene. And an old person is going to tell the tale like he's just sitting in a cafe. I love those types of things. I'm in right now.
While I tell you. This thing right now is checking all the boxes for me. McDiarmid's like, if I don't talk, I'll at least face act the fuck out of the scene.
I love this too. He's just like, this is the only book you'll need to. I was like, well, you've had this the whole time, and apparently you called me, so I don't.
It's weird because these guys called him in to solve the murder, and then he shows up to solve the murder, and they're like rolling their eyes. Well, am I bothering you?
So I think the state called them in to solve them. I think these guys basically are trying to solve it, but he's just basically an outcast from the city. And they're like, well, you city boys think you know everything. Well, you fucking don't.
To them, it almost seems like they're just going to haze him.
Banner, this guy's on the Night's Watch. Jeff,
yeah.
That's funny. You don't get what it is, but.
Aha, Khaleesi.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, chill out, sheep. You want to think
our Jaws movie commentary has dropped. So you all your fans, if you haven't checked out, check it out. But you know how me and Banner love to just come up with shit to basically leave our wives and children. But Banner, this would be fun too with us just with a shotgun up there. Some Miller High Lifes, maybe some fucking weed, some pizza. But we're saving the town. I mean, we're doing God's work.
Look, I don't like being the hero, but I am a hero. I'll save the town from a shark, from the Headless Horseman. I don't care.
Banner's up there in the purge. He's like, only guy allowed up is Domino's delivery. That's it.
But as long he can't forget my 2-liter again.
Matt's
we're
like,
just up there smoking weed. Banner's not even looking out there. He's like, I've had this idea for a song for a while. I actually wrote it down. Just let me know if you think it's good. I'm like, you have an acoustic guitar up here? Like, yeah, absolutely.
Dude, yes.
Some of this is pretty badass, honestly.
This is pretty gory for
it's Halloween, bro.
99.
We should drink every time a head gets cut off, because that'd be like 10 right now.
I'll play that game.
Dusty ass horse. Jesus Christ.
How does is that like chalk?
Yeah, it looks like LeBron's about to enter the game.
They just haven't scraped him or brushed him at all. Honestly, if we could go back to one thing from the olden times, I wouldn't mind riding a horse everywhere.
Same. The guy written it out was like the deposit doesn't cover the poncho though, so don't think that's you can stain that thing and get the money back.
This is the next morning. Me and Banner's like, hey, we fucked up. He got someone again. I don't know how he got through us. Honestly, our eyes were through the window the whole night.
Yeah, we turned our back for what, 30 seconds?
Maybe.
Banner's at most. I blinked and he fucking.
I turned my back because I don't have any. I don't have.
I spilled my beer.
The pizza came and I was hungry and it burnt the roof of my fucking mouth and I had to wash it out with water. Okay.
And that's like, well, Banner's cash was in the other room and we're not gonna not tip the guy.
That's his livelihood.
Ichabod, he's like a hybrid. He's like a detective/doctor, right? That's like a doctor's bag.
42-year-old Frank is just trying to retire.
He's like, is he dead?
It's like a scientist-esque. Banner, you would love this book, actually, especially because Ichabod Crane.
I literally just borrowed it from the library.
It's something. If I didn't have so much going on right now, I'd probably reread. Since it's Halloween, but I have too much going on right now. So.
And the head? Well, it was cut off. Well, I know that. But where is it?
It's like they always.
Wait a minute. Wait, is this the one? Okay, it's coming back to me. Where all the heads are. Yeah.
Don't spoil it, because
I won't. I
don't remember
won't.
much of this.
I won't.
I remember the pivotal scene where like he's on the horse towards the end.
But this is where they said, like, it was basically just a clean blow because a sword, I mean, you got a neck bone and everything. There's no way that could happen. But they said, well, that would have to be piercing hot. And the guy's like, well, it's the devil's fire.
He's like, did you move the body? I may or may not have, yes.
Well, this would be Banner, too, like mimicking the fucking scene where he's riding the horse here in a second.
Although in that bag, Banner would just have his frisbee disc golf discs.
You never know. You never know when you're going to come across a course.
This looks like a course.
It really does. It'd be hard as fuck, though.
Is fall your favorite time of year, you guys?
It's got to be, right? I mean, like, summer's great, but nothing has the feel of fall.
Yeah.
It used to be summer for me growing up in the Midwest because we had snow. I don't know. Spring is close, but now living in a really hot state, there's nothing like fall because you know that you'll still get like 80-degree days in December, but a little break from the heat is just fucking amazing. And you got to factor in Banner, Oktoberfest beers. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. I mean, there's so much shit going on.
And then it's
Football
quickly
starting,
followed by Thanksgiving.
I was gonna say, there's something cool about getting Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
and then Christmas. Bam, 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 which is just so much fun. Yeah.
There's
Banner,
nothing like waking up in the morning.
You.
There's nothing like, yeah. Except I'm not afraid of bugs. If it's a snake, I'd be get the fuck out of there. About fall, though, there's nothing like waking up in the morning. You got to put a hoodie on. Then you take it off at, 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's beautiful out. And then you put it back on at, 6, 7 o'clock at night. Day drinking all day, smoking ribs.
That's the other thing, too, that's great about the fall living in the South like we do, is that patios are cool again. Because you can go out on a patio at a bar and drink and eat and stuff and not sweat your fucking ass off.
And the bugs aren't as bad?
Nope.
When was the last time someone said walketh?
I believe that was
nothing
1804.
that gets the chick in the mood quite like a funeral. That he's just like, hey,
As
we can
Chaz
go back
Rhimes
and have sex.
says, grief is nature's most powerful aphrodisiac.
Look it up.
That's science.
It's like fishing with dynamite.
Why is the principal looking at Ichabod like he had fucking anything to do with this?
So that's that kid's dad.
Oh, man. I gotta say, we shit on Burton a lot, but at least he has a style that he sticks to. Like the color palette in this, there are no bright colors.
Dude, this honestly just screams like dark, ominous fall. He did a really good job in this. I'll have to say, it's really good.
He has a very specific style, and if the story is good, it works. If the story isn't good, the style doesn't work. Like
this
Alice
is
in Wonderland.
the small Mazdith. I think his last name is Mazdith, and his dad just died, so he's basically like, hey, since my dad died, the Headless Horseman, I guess I'll go fight the Headless Horseman now.
And
Makes
I
sense.
would like
He's
a
a kid in the
summer
90s, so.
internship also. My athletic scholarship, I failed the drug test, so my wrestling scholarship to Iowa kind of fell through. So I would love to work for you this summer if that's cool.
And,
Just
that
looking for
girl
some cash.
cried me too. It was consensual, trust me. I don't know why people are making such a big deal.
It's gonna get thrown out.
It's 1782, I didn't even know women had rights like that yet.
She's held 4 guys' hands. Like you think someone
is
like
aw-
that?
This is some stuff in history, and I'm sure once we're all dead and gone, people will be like, why was that ever fashionable? But the wig, I don't get why it's not your real hair.
Never understood it.
But that like symbolized like rich is wearing a wig.
You know what it was?
It's very interesting.
There was one, like at the very beginning, at the OG, there was like one really rich guy who's probably super bald. He's like, everyone has to wear wigs. Like,
Yeah,
why?
it's probably
And now it was just tradition. Even the guys with hair are like, I don't fucking get it, but sure.
Because some of these guys, like rock stars, it's their real hair. Some of these guys like Beethoven and Mozart that wore wigs probably could grow out the real hair. I'm sure.
But would it be white like that?
I don't know.
So what are they looking up? 5 victims, 4 graves. What does that really mean? Like they don't have enough graves.
Was 2
to bury these
people? Did they bury 2 bodies?
The
together?
twins maybe got buried together.
No, you'll see. Jesus, watch the film.
Why don't we
Banner?
bury kerchiefs anymore?
Whenever, have you seen this all the way through, recently? I mean, a movie commentary. It's hard to
It's seriously probably been 20 years.
If you watched it all the way through, the book does go really in depth in all the families, which is really interesting. Like the Mazdas, the Von, whatever they're called.
Von
they're going to talk.
Garrett's.
Yeah, Von Garrett's. Yeah, they go really into depth in all the families, which is pretty cool.
I don't have my volume on, but I can tell McDermott is acting the fuck out of this right now.
Of course he is.
Dude, he rolls out of bed. And
We have Jack Sparrow and the Emperor on the fucking same, like, respect. That's fucking awesome.
And young Masbeth.
Yeah, who turns out to be, I don't know. He's probably one of Corey Feldman's buddies later. I don't know what he does.
Matt, how awesome would it be for you and I to go to, because McDermott is really just like a stage actor in England now. How great would it be for us to go to England, drink like 5 Shirley Blancas, and then go watch him on stage in like the
I'll
front.
drink some Bass ale with him, or a Newcastle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't Newcastle?
Ooh, I could get down with some Newcastle.
Newcastle's not bad, man.
And we're like in the front. Tell Josh
Everyone in London drinks Guinness too, so close enough.
Would you fancy a pint? This is definitely.
God, was this such a 90s haircut that he has, parted down the middle and just God,
Isn't that?
I kind of like his like gadgetry.
Very, very new school.
Like, it didn't go great.
So this is where he finds out that she was with child,
Got it.
which plays into it later.
That's why they said 5 deaths, 4
Yeah.
graves. 'Cause that's interesting. Okay.
How did they know there was 5 deaths if they didn't know that she was?
Apparently, whoever started that rumor must have been the one.
Yeah, you'll like figure out like all of this connects. Like, not to give too much, but one of the families is behind this.
Can I make a complaint? Very small complaint, because
Sure.
this is like a 9 out of 10 right now. I need more Christina Ricci in this movie.
Yeah. It's hard to get off just to Johnny Depp. I mean, I've done it before,
It's
but
not impossible.
It's not
but
that hard. Not that hard.
it
then
is.
it's, well, with that attitude, yeah. I mean, if you're...
This is a great scene too. I thought this happened way later in the movie, but we get some. I mean, for Burton wanting to tell a story from like a novel, you get some action here. This is a pretty badass scene right here. Where
yes.
I would shit my pants if this. Guys, I don't really like this. I'm kind of scared. You never run
It's
into
Halloween,
the woods.
Banner, you're supposed to be. This is
Why would you run into the woods?
Was there anything cooler when you're in middle school and you're kind of dating a chick and you go over to her house or your house and you just watch a scary movie during Halloween? That's badass.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, scariest movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, no.
And that's a true
Holy
story
shit.
too. They still haven't found the guy, Jeff. He's probably fucking walking around somewhere.
Probably you.
And with the mask mandate, you wouldn't even know. Like, you wouldn't even know if it was him.
See, so a lot of this is like the unreliable narrator. Like, did that really
Yeah,
happen?
they're just fucking with him, which is great.
But the fear that I had was real.
It's fucking awesome.
Whoa, what kind of drugs is he on right now?
He's dreaming of his mom, who's hot as hell with a nice Pirates of the Caribbean bustier that shows her tits.
This kid is goofy as hell looking though.
What a goober. Hey, Mom, have you heard of braces?
She kind of looks
Kick
like
a fucking field goal between those front teeth.
Does this chick have nicer tits, or the chick from Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales banner with the bustier on?
Dead Man Tell No Tales.
Hers are like to her fucking chin.
Yeah. She's like oh, give me a second.
She looks like a witch, though. I already don't trust.
She's like single ply toilet paper Anna Kendrick.
Wow, that's a great one. What a fucking...
This is so Burton Batman parents died too. That seems basically like the same fucking thing. I didn't really notice some of this until I actually kind of paid attention, but Burton kind of does all of his. He's he's like the Hulk Hogan of fucking movie that you're gonna get the hand to the ear, you're gonna get the leg drop.
I'll
you're
play
gonna
the
get
classics. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play the greatest hits. We know what you're here for. It's like, oh, I was just reading a book, wishing that my boyfriend would pleasure me. Huh, that's cool. I'll just come in here.
Open? That's weird. Anyway, let's talk business.
$20 and I'm all yours.
I'm really surprised she was cast in this. Of all the Burton fucking alumni chicks, I'm really surprised. You have
tried to cast his wife, I'm sure.
Well, and he tried to cast what's her ass from fucking Beetlejuice. God, why am I blanking on her fucking name?
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder, yeah. You know she was up for this. Deb.
Yeah, what was
dude?
Ricci's like a better age right now though than her, I think. So he's asking her like, you haven't given me all the information on this case. Also, your tits are out.
Yeah.
But
also, what's your phone number?
It's
a thing that everyone's gonna have in like 800 years.
It's like, well, I don't know it. Okay, no, that's cool.
Back in the day, I think I would like chicks that were more on the witch side. I just think they'd be more
You would
fun.
date like exclusively witches. Banner, you could dress like these guys dress now today and still pull it off. With like the vest, puffy collar. I think you're like one of the few people that could still pull
I don't know
off.
about the puffy collar. I don't know if I'm feeling that. The vest, I'm feeling that.
So she gave him a book from the Van Tassels.
Call me crazy, but I'm digging his hair too.
It's so 90s hair. Good God. It's what every guy had when they went on an MTV dating show, pretty much.
Wait, what's going on with his hands?
I think that's what happened when he tried to get away from the Headless Horseman.
Are they at a graveyard? Why would she play there?
I mean, I think this is just where she goes to have unconsensual sex with people that aren't her boyfriend.
She's drawn that circle to let him know that I am working for Jigsaw. I know that movie doesn't come out for 5 years, but we're partners,
Planting the seed. Pretty cool.
I'm surprised as like a Halloween novel. This is probably number one. That this movie hasn't been remade like 4 other times. It's really surprising.
I thought this was like a 2005 movie. So the fact that it's 21 years old, like,
yeah.
Why have you not taken another crack at this?
So there's another cardinal, which I believe is supposed to be symbolic of his mother. I think.
Yeah,
we're recasting this. Who are we casting?
Wow, I'm not ready for that discussion yet.
I'm ready. Can I say?
Go.
Because we obviously know, since he basically piggybacks on everything Burton does. Christopher Nolan's going to direct. Cillian Murphy's going to be Ichabod Crane. Michael Caine is going to be Alfred. Ian McDiarmid's still going to be Ian McDiarmid just because you got to fucking bring him
Obviously.
back.
It's illegal to recast him, I think.
Brie Larson. The one chick, Gyllenhaal chick will probably be the main chick, or we'll have fucking
Gyllenhaal chick, Maggie.
Yeah, I mean it's Christopher Nolan, dude. He's got to get his fucking people in there.
But
who else has he got?
His people is bigger than you think.
Oh, they are.
Does Kenneth Branagh show up?
Probably, yeah. I mean, he's worked with Anne Hathaway also, Ellen Page.
Yeah, maybe Anne Hathaway. She'd be good at this. I mean, I think Margot Robbie would be the best at it, but she'd be good in anything.
That's just because she's hotter than anybody.
You just want her cast and everything because she's the hottest person on the planet.
Okay, let's be honest, though. If it was remade, Ichabod Crane would be a woman, and it would be played by, like, I don't know.
It'd be the
Julia
Headless
Roberts
person. Julia Roberts? Banner was his fucking
Yeah, because back in the 1800s, they called women in to solve crimes.
This guy's going to literally have a heart attack if he has to walk this horse another 100 yards.
I think it's a donkey too. I don't even know if it's a horse. That poor donkey. There's no way he can support that weight.
The donkey's like, dude, can you get me somebody that's in shape?
I love how this guy just basically just takes it off like it's a fucking hat. Like
Yeah,
when
it's
he's
just like a
golfing, he
hat.
just wipes his brow and puts it back on.
I love how like any crime they can't solve, they're like, Horseman did it. That's what. But let's arrest Stephen Avery, even though it was the Horseman.
So I guess, yeah, some of them carry a cross because they think that will like shun them away. Do you guys believe in like ghosts and stuff?
I do, I think, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I've actually one of my best friends back home, his grandpa and grandma live in a house that's supposedly haunted. Someone actually went and like tested it, and one night we just like fucking went down there and tried, and I actually heard some stuff, but they like his little cousins.
Oh shit!
Fuck yeah!
He had some power behind that to get that back.
That sword is the devil's fire banner. It's not gonna fucking take a couple cuts.
Yeah, but that was not. He was not swinging for a base hit on that. Oh
no,
shit!
He's the Joey Gallo of Headless Horseman.
Holy shit! And then he just kebabs the dude, and then runs past the Raiden Scarecrow.
But anyway, like in the middle of the night, like fucking drawers will be on the floor, and some of the little kids will even say they see like a little kid has apparently died in the creek, like right by their house, and like his little cousins will say that they've. What's that?
Did they ever figure out like from what?
Drowning.
Damn.
So his little cousins will even say like, yeah. This little kid always comes and talks to us and stuff. It's really fucking creepy.
Damn.
And they did a thing where like literally one time his mom's like a really normal person, but she said like he was buried with like one of these like fucking toys, and she said she found the toy like by the creek one day. But there was like a special on it. This guy came and did a special on it. But I definitely believe in haunted shit for sure.
So there's like an old wives' tale that if a penny is left in a bed, like in a room in a house that you buy, it means that somebody died in that room. When we bought my house that we're living in now, we had 3 pennies in 3 different rooms.
I can't talk about this.
Is anything weird there?
Let's talk about this chick spinning.
So there was one night where Mama Banner got
on the screen, so I'm trying to pay attention, but
she's just floating.
His mom looks like he beat a boss in Ocarina of Time in Zelda. And yes, that's my second Zelda reference tonight. I'm not sorry.
There was one night where Mama Banner got mad at me and went and slept in one of those bedrooms, and she said that she felt like somebody sit on the end of the bed. She thought it was me, and then when I was still downstairs watching Tomb Raider, she came running back downstairs.
Tomb Raider 4 times a year watch, by the way.
This is awesome. Back in the day, if you're just pissed off at your wife, you can just literally be like, look at the Bible. God damn it, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. What are you making these?
So I complained earlier I didn't get enough Ian McDiarmid. Then Tim Burton acquiesced. He gave me some more of him. Now I need more Michael Gough from Alfred. I know he plays like a crazy person, but let's give him some dialogue.
It's 1990, Jeff. I don't know how much more Michael Gough there is to give.
Well, let's
He's about at the end of his rope, I think.
Empty the chamber, bro. It's like a timeout. You can't take it with you. I miss houses having paintings like this.
I don't. That's creepy as fuck.
That's
Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night going, oh, I need a glass of water, and you go down and you see that staring at you?
But
she's going to follow you around.
Nothing says you're rich more than old dead relatives haunting you.
That's true.
I'll give you that.
Like, poor people don't have that.
If your house doesn't scream it's haunted, then you're not that rich.
Right.
Sorry.
Then you live in a fucking apartment. No one haunts apartments.
Yeah. Then you live in an apartment. Yeah, no shit. It's in the city, though. I know, but still.
You see, this property value is only going to go up.
I can literally get a sandwich downstairs anytime I want. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
Subway,
not.
but you know
It's
what I
not
mean.
Yeah, it's still a sandwich place. They have artisan bread.
The free gym isn't too bad either.
That's true.
Remember in the 90s when we thought Subway was like Jimmy John's? Like we thought it was like actually
And
really
we
good.
believed everything Jared Fogle told us, because why would he lie?
Didn't he touch boys?
He
Is
touched
that what he's
all the
Jill?
He touched
Okay.
all the boys.
Like Sandusky would be like, dude, that's fucked up.
It's weird that that was their guy, though. I mean, he was crazy obese, so honestly, anything he does is gonna lose. I mean, you'd think you'd have like some ripped dude, like be like oh, you should eat Subway to look like me. I mean, Jared, at the end of the day, just looked kind of like a normal 40-year-old guy.
I want to.
I mean, no one goes to the gym
where
and like,
are
I just want to
they
look like
now?
Fogel, dude.
I want to. Where are they now on Jared?
He's in prison.
I know. I want to see what he
He's
looks
getting
like. Did the prison
ramrodded,
make
I
him
heard
fat
he-
again?
I heard he put all the weight back on. Yeah. Is he putting the gun to the kid's
Ferment
head?
carb
Trying to, like-
free. Stuff.
What the fuck is this place? There's no way. There is no way you're talking me into walking in there. Even
Well,
with the
he's
gun in
got
my
the
head.
kid in front of him too. That's great.
That's a mark of a brave man. It smells like a stew is on.
Ichabod Crane is kind of like a young Jack Sparrow in a weird way.
Yeah. He's
But
kinda
Jack
quirky
Sparrow has
like
this
that.
Jack Sparrow has this like reserved confidence. I don't feel like Ichabod Crane actually believes in himself.
Dead Cardinal.
Geiger, you know what I'm just realizing we missed an opportunity on? 99, you still could have given me Michelle Pfeiffer somewhere in this movie.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Who's this witch lady?
I don't know, but it's
I
probably
don't
not Michelle Pfeiffer.
remember.
It's not Michelle Pfeiffer.
Because I don't have a
It's
boner right
definitely
now.
not Michelle Pfeiffer. I'll bet my house on that. I don't know who it is though. This has everything I
kid
want
knows
in a
what's up.
Halloween movie though.
Oh, I agree. This is like checking all the. I said this 3 times, but it's checking all the Halloween movie boxes.
Because Jeff, you know, with me, like you and Cycly, a lot of times we'll do our Halloween commentaries. You're our Halloween connoisseurs, but Halloween movies lose me a lot of times because, yeah, they're scary, which is kind of, but their story sucks, you know, sometimes. So the first Saw, great story. They kind of lost their
They get
way.
worse and
First
worse
Halloween,
as they
great
go.
story. This is a great story, but if you're just doing a Halloween movie just to be scary, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah,
Like, I want to be
jump
scared
scares-
and have a good story.
Jump scares are cheap. This is just what they do. At,
What the?
this is like at a
fuck?
Mexican restaurant when you want the guac made at your table. This is what they do in Sleepy Hollow. Well, chop the bird's head off and obviously squeeze the blood into
No,
the.
I'm pretty sure there's a bat.
That's a good point.
That's even worse.
This is another problem I have with new Halloween movies is they basically just are like kind of torture porn or do something. Like this has witches and goblins and like ghosts and that's what I want in a Halloween
Jeff,
movie. I want.
That was
I'm a
great point.
traditionalist, Banner. I don't know.
I'm shocked that this hasn't been remade or at least talked about.
God,
I
don't
know. There's a
bite your
lot
tongue
here to
too
work
long.
with, dude. Yeah, that's,
The fuck?
That's pretty cheap.
honestly, I've dated worse.
I swear she didn't look like that at 1:30 in the morning.
My wife without makeup. She doesn't listen.
Yeah, neither does mine, so we're fine. We could literally say whatever we want right now.
She knows it. She makes that joke. I'm making the joke for her. My wife's beautiful.
You're
I
just
love
a-
her.
We're
In
leaving.
case she listens.
So they didn't know where the grave was, and that crazy lady had to tell them.
Yeah,
And
I
she
thought
also
they knew
she,
where the
wa-
grave was.
she gave them some prophecy about the horsemen too.
I mean, maybe if we dig up his grave and tell him that it's not his fault, his coach didn't put him in, they would have lost state anyway. That maybe he'll just stop doing this.
You know, he has to be buried with his highlight tape too, which is a weird request, but we did it to
I
honor.
respect it.
This is a time where I'm like, okay, if you had pistols, the odds of this thing actually firing have to be like 1 in 3, right?
Probably.
He's an
I mean, you could. It's more of a scare factor because if you point that at someone, yeah, Jeff, it's 1 in 3. You're hitting something probably, even if you're at like 3 feet away. I mean, the thing's gonna kick you back probably 3 feet anyway.
That robe she's wearing looks so fucking comfortable and warm.
This is great casting too, because like she's like pale white with blonde hair, and like the whole, and she's on the white horse. The whole directing of this is really fucking good.
Burton has this weird thing he can do with colors. And I feel like a lot of it is makeup too. Like he makes everybody looks kind of sickly looking.
Yeah, everything's dark, but their like face is white and bright, kind of. It's interesting.
And that's his style though. He's done this before. I feel like he kind of did in Alice in Wonderland too.
Yeah, like no one's coming here with a George Hamilton tan. It's like a dreary town. It's Halloween. There's no sun. I like it. It's the little things, Banner.
He tried to cast Denzel, but he said, Denzel, you're going to have to stop tanning.
No, I'm laying out on that. No. It's a freaky fucking tree. I don't know.
Yeah, it
trees
is.
Grow like that. And it's like bleeding blood, which is cool.
See, the second I touched it, I'm out. I'm leaving.
So that tree's female, I guess. Time of the month? I don't know.
It's possible.
I just leave it alone then. It could be irritable. Just try to stay away from it for a couple days.
Definitely don't hit it with an axe. I feel like Depp's not acting when he gets this stuff sprayed in his face. He actually would react like that. He's
Depp's
like, okay.
One of the only actors where I will back his performance and say, I don't know if anyone could do Ichabod Crane better than him, and I don't know if anyone could do Jack Sparrow better than him. But I could also agree with people that think that they just don't like his shtick. I can see why people don't, but I love it.
I'd agree with that. I think it's crazy he was born in Kentucky.
Is it like a Brad Pitt deal, though, where Brad Pitt was, that's the, I guess, jackpot? I don't...
It's awesome.
Found the stash.
So that's why the tree is bleeding.
Hey, look, some people collect baseball cards. You know, who are we to put on the white wig and judge?
It's the 1800s. Live a little. This,
have a hobby. Get out of the house. Yeah, just get out of the house,
Guys, I'm pretty drunk right now.
Same, but this has me ready for trick-or-treaters.
See, again, why would you dig up bones? What are you going to do, test his DNA?
Yeah, what are we trying to figure out here? Okay, this is where the Headless Horseman put all the heads and...
Well, I'm confused. Didn't they drop
find his head?
Well,
I think.
Didn't they drop it in the grave? Why is it not there?
Whose head?
The Headless Horseman's head. That's why they're digging it up, because they're like, his head's not in there. Why?
It's probably in his man cave. That's where I would put it if I were him, right?
Yeah, that's the centerpiece of your trophy case.
Exactly.
Right,
you have that. He's a
intramural
Bengals fan, I'm
championship
assuming.
From college, and you're dealing.
You just go over there and look hot, okay?
Pop out your tits a little bit more before you.
How old was she in this?
Good question. No.
She looks young, but she's not young. Is that?
Oh shit, that's a good shot right there.
That was cool.
Burton whoever did the cinematography on this is filming the shit out of it.
She
was 19.
His dick was so big.
Came out.
She was 19 when this came out.
Almost 20, yeah.
She looks 14.
You think Dev fucked her?
Yeah.
Of course.
Come on.
Tiger, he has rules.
How is that even a question?
He's like, look, I mean, if we're gonna
filmed, was it legal?
Probably.
This is one of the iconic scenes. I kind of like how this never brightens up. Like, it's just dark the whole time. Either get on board or get the fuck out,
It's weird. Normally, I don't like really dull colors, but I agree. It's setting a tone. It's telling the story.
Master Skywalker, they're all around us. This
Well, where
kid looks
we
like
go?
Ian McDiarmid's like, keep practicing. I'm not sure if you're right for the role.
Let me practice slicing your head off just to see how it feels.
Is that the same kid that told Ewan McGregor to just go to Camino, even though it's not there?
Maybe someone deleted the archive memory. Dumbest line in all of cinema.
I don't know.
Why would you show a kid these creepy images?
This looks like it's Halloween, Jeff. They're having fun. This looks like Banner's Yard from September 1st to October 31st.
Banner's like waiting out there when the clock strikes midnight on August 31st. All right, set it up.
Honestly,
Shit.
you could probably put up your fucking Halloween decorations into August, couldn't you, Banner? No one
Oh
would care.
shit.
No, I have a
Let's
pretty
put that in
strict rule on my decorations. October 1st is when you start doing Halloween stuff, and you cannot put Christmas stuff up until after Thanksgiving.
You see this guy's fighting skills?
I love this scene because he's actually in a house. He's not like in the woods or whatever.
Yeah, him
actually
in like
coming into town.
confined spaces, those are the creepiest parts of horror movies. That's a good little trick.
This is pretty good.
Oh!
Damn.
Shit.
Didn't see
Drink
that coming.
head got cut
This
off.
is a great scene too. This directing is fucking money.
This might be my best scene. Look how creepy this fucking is.
Yeah.
Hey, here's your dad's head that I just cut off.
Nope.
What's for dinner?
So is this kid like? Do they just pound it? Is this like a fire drill for him?
Yeah, this
The
is
Apparently-
headless horseman comes.
Apparently, he's practicing to be Jewish in like 80 years. No.
no.
Not touching it. You didn't touch my
Well-
Denzel joke. I'm not
Well,
going to touch this
Banner
joke.
did a shitty joke when you were peeing, Jeff. Racist
can't-
as shit.
I can't punish him if I didn't hear it though.
That was great when the kid like saw his parents' eyes through the thing.
Oh.
That was fucking funny.
That was super creepy.
Great scene.
I didn't even make the connection that her head was cut off.
I love how it's like that's a great scene. I mean, the kid's fucked. I mean, how's he gonna pay the bills?
Yeah, both
Six,
his parents'
but
heads
God,
were taken off.
what cinematography? Am I right?
This is my favorite scene of the movie. No.
God, I feel so bad for this kid. This is terrifying.
He's like, 2 heads isn't enough. I'm in a fantasy league.
The Night's Watch too is just. I mean, dude, Banner. He actually looks like fucking the guy that fucks his sister from Game of Thrones too. Kind of. He looks
Lannister,
like Jaime
kind of.
Lannister a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's like the Diet Coke Zero Jaime Lannister.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Nice shot.
Horse is like, I'm getting
God.
the fuck out of here. They pay me by the hour, so.
He's like, wait till my girlfriend Christina Ricci hears about this. She'll probably want to have sex with me. She's with who?
Well, it's not serious or anything.
He's like the love child of Taylor Kitsch and Jamie Lannister.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
I do love this. Like, as you know, I'm a huge Revolutionary War, Civil War buff. But as you guys
You
should
done fucked
know,
up.
it takes about
Dude, he was gonna let you leave.
it takes about maybe a minute to reload your fucking weapon. Like whenever you're in battle like
At
that.
least.
Oh,
and that's if it
best.
does
At least. Yeah. Minute and a half, maybe 2. That's insane. Like, so whenever you shot, everyone just kind of waited and tried to do their gun, and you just had to hold your line.
That's why everybody shot at the same time.
Depp has like the Grim Reaper axe. Ichabod's not a fighter either, so this is not.
He's
The other
way out
guy
of
just
himself.
has the, hey, it's Saturday and my team doesn't play, but kickoff is until 3, so I'm just gonna cut the bushes a little bit front yard.
Make the wife think I'm doing yard work, but I'm really not.
It's like, listen, I hope you and Christina weren't serious because I basically just didn't use a condom with her.
He's walking all right with the. Oh shit! What a fucking athlete.
Did he just stab Johnny Depp?
No, he
Flip
just
him?
threw him to the
He
side. He
flipped
won't
him,
kill
yeah.
him. He likes.
Why won't he kill him?
Something
They're
about
they're both from upstate New York. They both went to NYU. They have a lot of the same friends.
Oh shit!
damn.
He's
Well-
for real, isn't he?
Honestly, though, that's kind of on that guy. Headless Horseman was trying to leave.
I would agree. He was just looking for a fight.
McDearman, there we go.
Is he a doctor or is he just like a expert?
He's the Emperor.
Ah,
I was like, are you guys gonna start like HLM, like Horseman Lives Matter? Like he's just trying to leave, man. He wasn't trying to do anything. That'd be fucking awesome.
And then it shows the farmer with like he's got him restrained.
Yeah, he's got his.
wait, is she a witch too?
I mean, define witch.
She's just cooking crow. Why don't you take off the white wig?
I don't remember any of this. Oh, don't drink it.
Dearman's
Don't drink
in
it.
a lot of this.
Just have a sip
I-
of it. Vanner, she took the time to make it. She was slaving over it in the kitchen.
If a
but
hot
it's
ass chick kills
gross.
an animal and then boils it and says it'll make you feel better, I will drink it 100 times out of 100.
Geiger's like, what is this? Oh, I've heard that's good. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything you said. Your cleavage was like bending over. Yeah, just give it to me. I'll
I'm not
guzzle
feeling
it down.
so- maybe you should crouch over me again while I'm in the bed.
Couldn't
Like
hear
everyone
you. Your
leave
cleavage
except
was too
Christina
loud.
Ricci and Ian McDiarmid. I want him to watch.
Actually, you know what, McDermott? Can you just lean over me also?
Actually, fuck it. Yeah, McDearman, tap in. Christina,
Yeah.
you watch.
Should I use a condom? No.
Actually,
no. This flashback thing, too, that actor I've seen somewhere also, but this flashback thing is really interesting.
What's his face? Let me. The aesthetic here, like the all black in the all white room, is really creepy. This has a color palette. The only thing I can think that rivals this is another Tim Burton movie, and that's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where it's like all muted colors. It's either bright white or it's like this intense dark.
This is kind of fucked up. This is like he has his mom in there.
Jesus. Oh, that's where he got the things on his hands. Okay, that she might not be able to walk off. Even Cal Ripken would miss a game with that.
So wait, was that how she actually died? And that's how he got the scars on his
so
hand?
She was making like witchy symbols, so her husband was like, "You're a witch. I'm gonna kill you."
That was her
and
husband?
That's how she died. I think, or her lover or something, or maybe just a guy in
Why
town.
is his hand bleeding now? He should probably go to the ER for
He
that.
had the dream. Yeah, okay, Matt, you're right. It was by
Okay.
his father.
To save her soul? Do witches not have souls?
It was a simpler time back then, Banner. If you disagree with your wife, you just killed her and then showed the Bible in front of someone's face and said, "I saved her soul. You're welcome."
Oh, shit. Well, she
Oh.
should be in jail for getting murdered.
Even better, she's hung by the tree in the backyard. I did what needed to be done. That's basically what had to
I
happen.
took out the middleman, is what happened.
How old is she
As kind of
supposed
a
to
male
be?
chauvinistic podcast, I'll say women have a point in some of this. Not gonna lie, they've kind of got dealt the short end of the stick for a lot of
Well, yeah, I
centuries.
think what we're all saying is completely facetious. Like, obviously, men didn't give them any rights for like 200 years. He's like, I opened up to you. I think the least you could do is maybe take off your top.
What if Johnny Depp and the Headless Horseman, like, we're dorm mates at NYU. Both had an art
I
scholarship.
saw when he started to go south, he stopped going out, started drinking a lot of Mountain Dew Code Red.
It's weird. Like, we both had an art scholarship, but they didn't like him because obviously, you kind of have to have a head to like paint. So.
Well, that was where the prejudice came in.
He failed self-portrait class.
That's deep.
Look at the
I think
tits on
we need to
her.
bring these back. You don't need breast implants. Just bring these things back. It's
Women
way
would-
safer,
Yeah,
cheaper
that's
too.
true.
Like, let's be honest. In a situation like this, I would rather look at these. It doesn't matter what they look like when they're off,
No.
because we've already moved on to greater and better things then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one gets to the point where they're off and they stop. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
like I sleep well at night knowing that after I shave my shit, my dick looks bigger. It's not, but it looks bigger, so that's fine.
I go from
everyone's
1.5
happy.
to almost 2 inches sometimes.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Ichabod, for being a little bitch, like he stepped up right there when the Headless Horseman came out.
So this is basically if you want to be like a person that talks about books after they read them. This is like a hero's journey for him. He's scared of everything, but he's very intelligent and can, basically do anything if he can overcome his fear on shit. Like they were showing it like his mom was tucking him in because he's so afraid of stuff, she had to calm him down. So this is his journey. He has to overcome the biggest fear ever, basically hell on earth with the Headless Horseman, to actually reach his full potential. Right, Banner? Is that basically saying what the book is
That's
probably
an
going
arc.
for?
Yeah, I don't know what you said, but I agree.
He was just saying,
All
like,
our kids.
it's an archetype, Banner, like hero overcomes his fear to.
Oh yeah. I think you see it played out
It's
in
a
movies a lot
homonym.
more than you do in
Homonym.
books.
This is a scene I always love where the hero's like, it's exposition, but it is definitely necessary. Let's recap us on where we're at. 5 people in 4 graves. We found the Headless Horseman, all the heads. I fucked the witch, not proud of it, but it happened.
It
You're my
happened.
intern, so-
I mean, what do you want me to do? She basically told me to.
Look, a notch on the bedpost is a notch on the bedpost, guys.
She chained herself up to the bed. What am I
Master
supposed to fucking...
Masbeth, your father died like a little whiny, squealy bitch. That's written in there. How do you know? You weren't there. I don't know. That's just what I heard.
That's part of that. Look, things that I hear get to go in here. That's just how the report works. This is your Ancestry.com thing you ordered. By the way, $35.99 is a ripoff for that. I just want to let
This
you know.
is where you realize where the Van Garretts and the Van Tassels,
We're related.
yeah, and the lady with the baby, somehow she had it out of wedlock, and that was like the heir apparent, and they had to kill her.
So they think
you saw
maybe the
this
Headless
ticket.
Horseman knew she was pregnant, and that's why he did it? Is that what they're saying?
They're saying the Headless Horseman basically is like a henchman for one of the families. No.
Nice.
Like basically one of the families is controlling the Headless Horseman.
Because
But
they
what
have
could
his
po-
head.
What could
Yes.
possibly motivate him? Alfred.
No,
what do you-
if you have his head, you control him. Kind of like the genie in the lamp in Aladdin.
Oh, got it. That makes sense.
So if you have the head, you only get 3 wishes?
Something sort of, yeah.
I never get the people that have, it's like a mullet, but the top is like my hair, like only has like 2 inches of growth. But
Well, Geiger, can we cut him a little slack? He's clearly blind as fuck. I finally get the Michael Gauss scene that I wanted. Why don't we write like this anymore, where no one could ever read it, but it looks fancy as hell?
I heard that this took a lot out of Michael Gal. Like years off his life, this scene.
Are you making fun of the fact that he's no longer with us?
No, I'm just making fun of the fact that he's just sitting in a chair and this took a lot out of him.
You know, he was married like 6 times.
It's better than 5.
Every English chick wants him. You know what I'm saying?
So he got married after the first Batman because he traded up. And then that wife probably cheated on him, or he was like, she's a crazy bitch, and he dumped her at Batman Returns and got someone else. And then this one, he's like, hey, it's 99, I'm in this really hit thing, Sleepy Hollow is probably what happened. That's 3 of his wives right there.
So what is Johnny Depp? What did he just figure out?
The lineage, I think.
He
Who's connected
basically
to it?
figured out that the family tree is kind of inaccurate, that 2 of the branches should merge together because the lady that was pregnant with the child wasn't the person's child that they're saying it was.
So it's between, what, like 2 families now? He's trying to figure out who actually...
I think he knows. Like the one of the families basically probably has the horseman's head, and they're controlling him, killing all these people. The people that died, either she had the baby, so she had to die, but the other people knew.
Got it.
Because that's Jonathan Nasbeth. That's his dad. So he's starting to piece all this shit together. Now he has to go and find the horseman's head.
And it's at someone's house.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So like, listen, gal, you're blind as fuck. You probably have 4 minutes left to live. Just tell me who's doing it.
He knows. He knows about it all.
Creepy as fuck.
It's like the Epstein case, probably. The people that are reporting about it actually know the whole truth, but they just it's just fun to report about. Oh, Nicole Richie.
What's she doing?
Is she the bad guy?
She's 19.
God, Banner, she's a child. Let her live a little. But maybe.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. I don't think she knows. I can't remember.
I don't want to know.
Why is she in his room?
Banner, I think you know why she's in his room.
Well, I thought they fucked earlier.
She wanted to. She wanted to talk over Bible verses.
For seconds?
She wanted to talk over Bible verses and maybe cook some pizza rolls.
That's it.
Are pizza rolls the greatest invention in like the last 20 years?
The only problem is that like when you bite into them, they explode that hot marinara into your mouth.
Yeah, the trick is you got to cook them in an air fryer.
The trick about pizza in general is after you cook it. I went to Thurman's house last weekend, and my roof of my mouth is still burnt because I'm like, this is so good, I'm gonna eat it. I don't care how fucking hot it is. And you have to basically just take it out of the oven and just say, I'm not gonna touch this for 15 minutes. It's pretty much what you gotta do.
How do you not touch it?
But you're like, fuck, I've already cooked it for like 20 minutes, thinking about I want to eat it.
I can attest, Thurman's pizza, that's top-notch pizza.
Dude, if I found a pentagram under my bed, I'd want my money back for the Airbnb. Fuck the tarantula. That's second tier worry at this point.
Just writing a review is like, the blinds were cracked, the AC was down. They're also Satanists. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Although the breakfast is pretty top notch.
It was pretty good. You had to make your own omelet bar. I mean, that was cute. It was adorable. So I mean, I can look past that they worship the devil.
Parfait I made with the granola and the 4 types of berries. That was very important.
Oh shit! Does he have his head back?
I'm really big into fruit and getting my vitamins early in the morning, so I like that.
If this is McDearman in a Palpatine robe, we're all taking a shot. I don't give a fuck.
I hope it is. I really do. I'm hammered right now.
And if he turns to him and tells him that he's his granddaughter, and actually that was the plan the whole time. Oh, this doesn't look savory.
Interesting.
Is that pleasure or pain? Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Why do people do this?
Why
oh my god. No.
If a chick ever does this, 2 things. 1, congratulations on the best sex of your life. 2, move to a different state.
Yeah, change your number.
Yeah, like you
need to go into witness protection at that point.
And I know you're thinking, but like I want to bang her a couple more times. No, dude, you can't.
Yeah, we all want to.
We've all been there. Okay?
You can get in witness protection if you just tell
the
FBI what happened. They're like, oh yeah, we'll put you in right now.
So she just burned the will that told them that they're married. Right?
Yeah. So she's cheating on her husband, that hot blonde that's like 40. They just cut her hand.
Who was she having sex with?
I was going to say, do we know who the woman was on top of her?
I can't remember. I'm going to have to watch this again.
Well, you're doing that
You're
right.
watching.
I
the
know.
movie.
I'm gonna have to watch it further to find out because I don't know.
I think that's why you watch a movie, is to find out what
Richie
happens
though
at the end.
is not oblivious. Like she doesn't really know what's going on, and I think that's her mother too.
Oh, okay,
I can
that
see the
makes sense.
resemblance.
Is her mother one of those two twins that we saw earlier?
The whore on the street corner.
Your
Same
mother.
nose.
Nat King Cole.
If-
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, if he existed.
If he existed, yeah. It's like, what? Her horse is just like chilling. He's so well behaved.
Whoa.
Show off.
So did
I
he
grew up on
fuck
a
things
horse
up by
farm. I've
coming?
never seen a horse do that. Also, that's only in
What-
movies. But
What do you say, Banner?
So I don't know. I'm just confused.
By what? Let's figure it out.
Literally the movie. I'm super drunk right now. So he's trying to solve the Headless Horseman, but she cursed him. So did he cause the Headless Horseman to kill people when he came to Sleepy Hollow?
no, the headless horseman is killing people before they came to Sleepy Hollow. That's why he came to Sleepy Hollow. But now
Then
he's
why-
realizing
why
that
why is cursed the day that he came to Sleepy Hollow?
No, that means like it fucking sucks. Like curse the day means,
basically
like,
he
really
said,
unfortunate.
"Hey, I think your mom is behind this," and she got pissed.
Is that her mom?
So yes,
Yep, because that's the
And-
cut of the hand that he saw.
and that is her husband, which she was not having sex with. In
I mean,
the
wouldn't
forest.
you cheat on him too? I'd have sex under a tree trunk also if I was married.
I would have sex.
Probably
with her,
okay with
probably.
you guys. They didn't have Viagra back then.
No, you're right. They didn't. How did they get it up? They took a horseman's head and murdered a rival family.
But basically, he's smelling something's amiss, and one of these families that supposedly wanted help did not want help. They are
Correct.
behind it the entire time.
So it's one or two families. It's the Van
Tits are
Garretts and the
popping out.
Van what's the other one? Matt left. The Van
Van
Garretts and the
Tassel,
Van Tassels. That's right. Thank you.
Van Garrett, I think.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh,
Now Banner,
uh-oh.
this is where they put the hit out. Sniper. You know, the principal from Ferris Bueller has something to do with it.
Yeah, he has to. Also, I feel like bringing everybody to the church is a bad idea. You need to split everybody up. You can't put them all in the same place.
I think they want a distraction, is what I'm getting the feeling of.
That's how a massacre happens. Love the lightning right there as he rides in through the fog.
This is great.
Great everything right here.
This is why you bring Burton on to do this movie right here.
Yeah.
I'm getting vibes of The Patriot. Remember where they burned down that church?
Yeah. A little bit of Magnificent Seven as well.
Mm-hmm. The aesthetic here, dude, works so well. It's very Halloween centric.
Yes. I feel like this time era is very just spooky in general.
Agreed. Yeah, there's like
I don't know if
there's
it's like
something-
what they wear or like how they talk. I don't know what it is, but something is amiss.
there's something scary about a time where you didn't have like cell phones or the internet to like get out of a situation.
Or even like they couldn't even turn on the fucking lights.
Well, it's
Like,
weird
hold
that
on, let
there's
me-
never been a movie done on the Salem witch trials, because this is basically the time of the Salem witch trials.
Well, The Witch, yeah, that's like that came out with Anya Taylor-Joy.
oh, yeah, that's true.
I haven't seen it personally. I've heard really good things about it.
I think Amanda Siegfried would play a really good witch.
Because of her eyes.
She just looks like a witch. Put a fucking pointy hat on her, boom, got a witch.
Because like, where the fuck is Ferris Bueller?
Ian McDiarmid's facial expressions. Do you think he like practiced those in his trailer
No.
for 8 hours a
He
day?
doesn't need to practice.
Geiger, he rolls out of fucking bed and has
Yeah.
those on his face.
You can't teach raw talent like that. It's like
Oh,
speed. You can't teach speed.
No.
Fuck!
Damn.
It's an orgy of death. Dude, this is intense. Shit is hitting the fan.
So he can't come into the church property. Is that right?
Yes.
Way, no.
Because he's basically the devil, so he'd die probably.
So why don't they just hang out there?
Well, shit's kind of going down
What
in there.
the fuck is your deal? You know why.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Christina she's had a Monday right now. My dad was basically dragged out of the church with a wooden stake through his fucking heart.
That was a fucking throw, though, dude. That was like Steve Young on the run.
That's a gold medal.
Don't be that scared. He's dead already. He's gonna bleed out. It doesn't matter if he's gonna take his head or not.
That's actually helping him out at that point. He just loves the sword twirling, and I'm not going to complain because he's really good at it. Interesting. That's the first bright color we've seen literally the whole movie.
Yeah.
Unless you count the reds.
Unless you count all the blood, I guess, yeah.
I don't think you can.
So she's
drawing the pentagrams. Holy fuck.
So she is the witch.
How did she secretly draw that, though?
Everybody was distracted by getting killed.
She's not dead. She just fainted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or is she undead?
Well, you got to have sex with her to bring her back to life.
Remember? Is that the only way?
Are we sure about that?
All right, you guys, leave us alone. I don't want to fucking do this.
All right, give me 30 seconds.
Obviously, we'll let her wake up first.
Yeah, we don't want a Bill Cosby situation on our hands.
Let's see. Why is he saying goodbye? Are they gonna kill her? Or they think she's dead?
Is she dead?
What killed her? The shock?
I guess. I don't remember her dying.
This is her diary. He's like, who the fuck is
the
Chad?
Last time I've watched this whole thing was probably 2 Halloweens ago. Like, it's on a bunch of Halloweens, and I'll watch like some of it. It's one of those rare movies that I don't remember the third act at all.
Which is great, because we're about to enter it.
Have you ever had those movies that you see on TV all the time, but you've never seen a certain act, like the first act?
You always just, like, if it's on TV, you always just catch the same parts.
Like Forrest Gump is one that I've probably never seen the entire third act since I watched the whole thing.
So is he going back to NYC?
Yeah, he's like, fuck this shit. I mean, the chick that I was fucking banging is dead. There's really nothing.
I'm shocked it took him that long.
Plus, he's been getting fucked with since he showed up. He's like...
The chick that cut her hand, I accidentally fucked the other night, and I mean, she's calling me all the time and texting me, so I just need to go.
I blocked her number, and she got a burner phone. It's like, it's absolute anarchy. So I'm heading back, and I would ask you to come, but that would really, I mean, there's still a couple girls I'm trying to.
But let's add each other on Instagram. I'd like to see, pictures of you growing up and stuff. I'll keep in touch.
Connect with me on LinkedIn. If I can put me down as a referral too.
See, she's
Guys,
not
that
dead.
cab driver was like Sam's Club John Favreau.
It's not good.
It's a step in the wrong direction.
That kid's like, no, it's cool because I'm used to father figures leaving me, so this is a totally familiar situation.
She's not dead.
So is the kid gonna fuck her now?
No, Banner, there's no way. She's so far out of his league.
Not yet.
Yeah, but her options, I mean, everybody's getting their heads chopped off. He at least has a head.
Well,
her options are limited.
She can't be too picky, but I think she'd probably rather fuck an adult with no head. The purple.
Who's that?
It's got to be a witch with the purple, right?
Oh,
yeah,
is that
that's
the
her
white?
stepmom. That's her stepmom.
You think? So he thought that her dad did it. And her dad died. Obviously, if you
just saw
haven't just saw.
Did he die? I don't know. I think he could walk that off.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He basically was like, what the fuck? I'm wrong, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I'm leaving the town. Then he's starting to realize something right now, that it wasn't the dad. It was her mom. Which I think might be her stepmom. I can't remember, but
yeah,
it was the dad's wife.
I remember.
He's like, I figured it out.
Also, he saw her wake up.
Goddamn toaster strudel.
Check this out.
So it was cut after she was dead?
Yeah.
Science.
Wow, Banner. Fuck. I didn't think about that. So she's involved.
She did it, right? She's a crazy bitch.
It's this chick. It's always the hot ones you gotta look out for.
She fainted again?
Well, because she thought she was dead.
Is that her mom or her stepmom?
I know, but we can't faint every single time something unexpected happens.
Well, they're women, Jeff. That's just,
So the chick that did it is like the love child of Keira Knightley and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Pretty much.
That's a hot love child, though.
I'm not mad about it.
Whatever this stew is, apparently hair is one of the ingredients. Don't forget to add the paprika.
But don't overdo it.
I was going to say, we can always add more. We can't.
Also, can you put a little olive oil in there? Last time it was a little dry for my
Would
taste.
Would it kill you? Yeah.
If we're all going to go to hell, I might as well, go on a full stomach.
Whose head is that?
We can season it afterwards.
That's a horseman's head, dude.
That's what they control him with?
Fuck yeah.
So she says a spell, and that's what makes him come
Whoever
out.
has the horseman's head controls him.
Oh, shit. And she just gives him, like, a target, and he's a fucking pun.
So he's like the Winter Soldier.
Time.
Yeah, that's a great analogy, actually.
It's been a woman this whole time, and we're going to give him the right to vote here in about 100 years. Sad.
150.
Yeah.
Relax.
Oh, well, that'll make me
We
feel
got
better.
some time, yeah. The black gloves, man. It's like, what are you fucking, like, working at Lowe's?
I'm really surprised, since she's basically the main antagonist, that this isn't a bigger actress. Like you said, Jeff, Michelle Pfeiffer or somebody.
Dude, this would have been Where to Get Our Girl Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
So this is also, I fucking love this scene on one of these when basically you're showing what happened and you didn't know. This is a great horror movie because the whole time you're not really sure who's behind it. This is a la Saw.
Dude,
almost.
This thing's like a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Like, unless they totally fuck.
I told you this is a good movie.
We still have 20 minutes left?
I
So
mean,
you know
with
why it's a
credits.
good movie? Because this is a top novel in, I don't know
And
if
they
it's
didn't fuck
American
it up.
literature, but whatever it is. Washington Irving sounds like an American author. Johnny Depp figured it out. He just hopes he's not too late. Banner, this is a perfect movie though to eat some jack-o'-lanterns, some candy corns, drink an Oktoberfest. Watch
I'll drink an Oktoberfest and eat a Three Musketeers to this.
Fuck yeah. This is a good flick.
Oh, shit. So she's the little girl that
was
didn't
one
die.
of the daughters.
Oh, shit. Interesting.
It all connects. I love when they do the scene where they explain everything and then
Yeah.
they show the background of
The
things that
aha
were
moment.
happening. Yeah, they were happening during the movie, but you
Yeah.
didn't see them, and the audience were like, "Oh shit!" I love when you're in a movie and you're guessing who did it. That's so much fun. Now, if you read the book before, like I don't remember this part of the book at all, man. I remember very little, but this was a huge tell at the end of the movie. You're like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome.
I'm digging that dress too, weirdly.
I mean, everything just boosted up tits apparently back then. So, I mean, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, she's fucking that dude.
Ian McDiarmid.
Yeah. So she's got something on everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's a horny town. Like, should we have to apologize for that?
And I'm really interested for you to read the book because you'll probably remind me of a bunch of stuff, but they go really into depth of all these families.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Oh,
Kill the witch too.
she's incapable of killing anyone without cutting their head off.
So the witch was her sister, Banner, the twin sister.
Makes total sense.
Interesting.
Ruthless.
Ooh, is her head gonna get lopped off by the kid?
Is she a witch too, or just scary as fuck?
She's got to be a witch, right?
I think she just has the skull, so she feels like omniscient. Like
That's so scary. She's like, and tonight the headless horseman comes for you. Oh my God, it's so great. At the windmill.
I love Halloween.
So
I'm
good.
terrified right now. I'm not gonna sleep for a week now, guys.
That's
You're
what
welcome.
it's supposed to do, man.
Next time I'll sleep is Thanksgiving.
Why does she have to hide the skull? Like the headless horseman can't see it?
If he sees it, does that mean that he
No.
knows that she has it?
That
Ooh,
she
I
can't.
love that. Stopping the door with like a broom,
Mm-hmm.
like a handle of some sort through the handles.
Age-old trick.
Yeah. Works every time.
Those sandbags should definitely... I mean, he's never encountered a shovel and sandbags in the same night.
Individually, I think he could handle it, but the combination, there's no way.
Right. It's like LeBron, you can beat. Dwayne Wade, you can beat. If they team up,
You're done.
what a great setting for a last act, or a last even scene.
This is bad.
There's some good stunts in this too.
Yeah.
That was a good one right there.
I always said, man, this is actually a good Halloween movie. There's some that are just fun and stupid, but this is actually a good movie.
It's a good movie. That's the difference. Halloween movies are usually dumb and stupid.
Yeah.
This is just good. Like it doesn't have to be Halloween to watch this.
I
It's
don't
just
have
a good
single
story.
complaint about this movie. The only thing is like the story's a little convoluted, but also I've not really been paying attention because I've been drinking the whole time. So
No, it actually is a really deep story that you got to pay attention to. And I apologize that I haven't seen this in a couple of years. I can't remember it. But doing a movie commentary, if you've ever done one, like it's hard because we don't have the volume all the way turned up and we're just trying to entertain you. But I would say this movie and the original Halloween and the first Saw are up there on my favorite Halloween movies that are actually great films too.
well, this
just
one
good
like
Halloween movies.
it's a slow build in terms of the narrative, but they keep action in it throughout. So
Yeah.
like even when the
nice
shit,
explosion. What do they have in there?
that's a great question.
Like, what would cause
Like
that?
gasoline
Did
or
they just
something.
kill
I
the headless
don't know.
horseman again?
He's like a Michael Myers analogy though. Like you can blow him up in a fucking house, he's just gonna walk out. Yeah, see.
Trick or treat, motherfucker. Buster Rhymes.
Pistol out sideways.
Halloween.
Is that H2O?
Resurrection.
We got to do that one too.
That's Resurrection. That's
Resurrection.
terrible. H2O is actually a good movie with Josh Hartnett and Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams is in that?
Yeah.
Damn.
She's Hartnett's girlfriend, I believe.
We did the first Halloween. We should just go through all those.
You can't do all the Halloweens, dude. There's some that are just the second one's
Season
good
of
when
the-
he goes.
The third
When he
one has
goes to-
nothing to do with Michael Myers.
The third one is about like how a TV possesses you or something. It's really stupid. It's called Season of the Witch.
Isn't
What's
that
made
just
this
the
film?
internet?
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
It's about Twitter.
Or
Ichabod's like,
TikTok?
I'm not a brave man, Jenny, but I'll do this.
Oh damn, that hurt.
The second you don't see him is when I would get worried, you know?
As Broforce Squad tradition, how impossible would this fucking level be on Sega?
Unreal.
We wouldn't have even made it to this level.
No.
There's not a chance in
We
hell.
wouldn't even get past the level where the Headless Horseman chases us. There's actually just three of the townsmen.
Yeah.
I'd be like Michael, Sarah, and Superbad. Why do they make the game if you can't beat it? Does your dad have any
It's
clothes?
stupid. Why they even? It's pointless. Why they even make that thing if they?
Does your dad have any clothes that aren't from Baby Gap? Is there a way to kill him, Matt, or do they know what they have to do? They have
Break
to kill
his
the
head,
witch?
dude.
So
Can't
what
kill-
happens if they
You
just
can't
like
kill
crush his
the
head?
devil, Jeff. You can only learn how to control him.
Mm.
It's like you can't like. It's kind of the same as wives.
That's what Milton Bradley told the Rangers when we signed him in 2008.
You can't kill me. You just got to learn how to control me.
Like, what? Why would we want to kill you?
I love how Milton Bradley used to be thought of as kind of a top tier Major League Baseball player.
It
I
was
wish I could go
cute.
back to that year.
In a weird way, the crazier you are, people are like, well, he must be pretty good if he's still in the league because he's that nuts.
That's when things kind of made sense in
I
life.
feel like Yasiel Puig is the new Milton Bradley.
Well, yeah, now we're at you
think
went
Qu-
as Cespedes. You saw what Cespedes did, right? He just
He, like,
literally
left-
he disappeared.
Yeah.
He went to the mall, didn't tell anyone.
I
And
think
then, like,
Cespedes and Puig though are actually better players than Milton Bradley, aren't they? Probably.
Milton Bradley was an all-star with us that year, but I don't know what he did before that. They're all insane. Dude, the Headless
If you would have
Horseman-
told me today, like, hey, you're doing a Sleepy Hollow movie commentary and you're going to talk about if Milton Bradley or Yasiel Puig's better, I'd be like, okay, probably. I was like,
I would not be surprised.
it's like over
Yeah.
our other movie commentary, like,
If
okay,
you
yeah.
listen to any of our commentaries, you know nothing's off the table.
Why do I think this chick is so hot? Because she's just nuts, right?
I wish I was like, can we just have? She's just like
Oh
Jeff, what-
shit!
she's just like what's her ass
just-
and
Straight
Kingsman.
up killed Jack Sparrow.
She's insane, Banner.
Why
That's
would
why
you
she's
do
so
that?
hot. Geiger, who were you talking about? She's like who?
what's her ass in Kingsman, the one with Elton John.
Oh, Julianne Moore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just like her.
Oh my
where I'm like,
God,
God, she's
yeah.
nuts, but she's
You and I
hot.
walked out of that movie and you were like, I don't know, man. I kind of got what she was talking about. I was like, you
mean-
seen it because she's hot? Well, yeah, obviously.
People, before you comment, we get it. We have issues, okay?
You need
But
help.
I'm attracted to who I'm attracted to. And if a woman cuts my palm and then threatens to murder me if I ever leave her after we have sex, that turns me on. So
I'm texting her back the next day.
maybe I need to go back to therapy and tell, we can put mom on the back burner. There's some other stuff we
Tell
need to dive
Dr.
into
Epstein
first.
that we can pop the hood open and make a few tweaks. This guy's ruthless, though.
Look, when you got a job to do,
Yeah, when he does the sword twirl,
This
he's
is
about
great.
it was a little campy.
Don't
Turns
like
into
the-
Ghost
Don't
Rider.
ruin it at the end, Tim. Come on.
He's like the Joker. The whole time he just wanted his phone call.
I just want my phone call.
This might not have aged too well. Anything with a skull.
Can I
doesn't
say
age
this,
very
though?
well.
Banner, let me know if you disagree, but I think this movie's built up enough goodwill that
We're
Walken
fine with it.
back. As long
Yeah.
as it's walking, as long as it's walking.
Honestly, it's not bad CGI either with it coming back. It reminds me of The Mask.
Yeah.
Also, too, you can let it go too, since this is honestly from a movie from like or a book from like the 1500s or whatever. So, Walken.
Whoa.
He's actually scarier now with a head.
He really is.
And those fucking eyes and his hair.
Thank you for my head.
Now where's my horse?
We all got pretty good walk-ins going on, if I'm being honest.
It's not Watkins.
Daredevil.
Jeff, it's not
Steve.
horrific quality, but
Watkins
it's getting there.
seems more intimidating than it actually is.
That's his thing, man. He's all talk. So those witches were those two little kids in the forest. Yeah, that makes total. It all comes around full circle.
Oh,
He's like,
so
I'm gonna
he's
fuck
taking
this
her back
bitch
to
in
his
hell
place.
tonight. Like, okay, we'll have fun.
What the hell?
It's supposed to be like hell, I think, and
So everyone he killed gets to come back? Because that chick's definitely had her head chopped off. I saw it happen. Do you know an orthodontist? Honestly, I've seen worse makeouts at college parties.
like making her bleed.
Jesus. That's fucking ruthless.
It's like a fucking Baylor football party going on.
Jesus.
What?
All right, we're kind of.
It starts to lose me at the
It
end.
does,
though.
but
That's a little much, but once again, this is from a novel, to quote Banner, and that's what I think that's
know,
what the
but
novel does. I can't fucking remember.
But we can't give him credit for all the shit he did right and then blame the novel for all the shit he did bad.
True. I like that finger though, where she's like, "Come," like it's fucking yeah.
All I'll say is this went from a 9 out of 10 to maybe an 8 out of 10.
It's hard though. Like, how would you end that movie? I mean, obviously, him getting his head is what makes him stop.
Right.
So
And now we have the bright colors for the first
all right,
time.
bright colors
Sunlight.
and sheep, we're back up to an 8.5 out of 10.
Still muted a little bit though.
For sure.
Anything you do with the skull though is just so hard to do. You know.
Ask Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Ask Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Don't. Just no. We're not going to talk about it.
I'm glad I took care of all the evil in the world. It's like, what is that? You're only 17? Well, fuck. That's not even legal in this state.
Well, when's your birthday? Let's hang out for a couple months.
Snow's falling. Now it's
So
Christmas.
is the
Everything's
orphan
right with
kid
the world.
his slave now?
Who?
The orphan kid.
Oh, that guy's always been his slave.
He pays him well, Banner. Jesus.
God, I misspoke.
He gives him stock options, and he's got really good dental.
What does the Grandmaster say in Ragnarok? You know I don't like the word slaves. It's prisoners with jobs.
Here you go, Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, Sleepy Hollow, guys.
The ending wasn't, it's fine.
Not
Up to that
enough
was a great movie, though.
No, I 8.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7.6.
Damn.
I'll give it like a 7, but for a Halloween movie, I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
I'd agree with that statement.
I'm in the mood now.
I'd agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Any more final thoughts, Horns?
Man, so we talked a lot about, well, not a lot, not as much as I thought, but we did talk about Tim Burton and his filmography. And I'm willing to go on record in saying this was his last good movie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I like Big Fish, but it's just an average film. This was his last.
Harmless.
Last good Tim Burton. Yeah, it's harmless. This is his last good Tim Burton movie. So I don't know what happened after this, but
the thing that pisses me off about Tim Burton is we watch a movie like this, and I'm like, he's got it somewhere in there. Just where is it? We can't find it.
Because this was all his style, visually, artistically. Like it wasn't like he compromised and like made a different film from what a Tim Burton movie is. Geiger can agree. This is Batman Returns. Like it felt like that type of movie.
Yep.
And that's what worked.
I mean, pretty much all his movies are kind of the same, dark, ominous, like I said. But I kind of like his tone. I dig it. I love the dark colors, and when everything's right, a la Lion King, flowers begin to bloom and shit like that. I love the casting in this. I thought the casting was really good, even though we gave him shit for kind of the Adam Sandler casting. But a lot of the characters that he casts is they're good actors.
Yeah,
so
the difference
I like that.
in him and Adam Sandler is his friends are good actors, where Adam Sandler's are just like bad comedians.
Right.
There's no Nick Swartzen, Kevin James, and Rob Schneider showing up in Sleepy Hollow.
I like the story. I apologize that I read the book like literally, I think over 12 years ago, so I don't remember if it's truthful to the movie or not. But I think it captures the tone of the book that they're going for when they say Sleepy Hollow is basically a sleepy town where people don't show very much emotion because they're basically scared of what's happening all the time. I think it was a really good movie. Once again, a 10 out of 10 Halloween movie. I mean, show me a Halloween movie that's better than this. Maybe one that's just as good, but this is a really fun movie to watch on October 29th when you're drinking Oktoberfest and eating candy.
This is the best Halloween story movie. A single movie. I think the Saws, while they lose themselves, the more
The
you
saws at the first saw at the end, the big twist was pretty fucking cool.
get. One of the
'Cause I
best
didn't see
twists,
that.
if not the best twist in cinema history.
Yeah.
It's an all-time twist.
It's probably the second. It's probably right behind Luke, I Am Your Father.
Or
Or
Fight
the
Club is a big
Sixth
one.
Sense is up there, but yeah,
Sixth
Yeah.
Sense.
Oh, I forgot about Sixth Sense.
it's all deadly.
All right, guys. We are the Bro Force Squad podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere that you get your podcasts at. Hit that subscribe button. Comment below. Let us know how we're doing. Follow us on Twitter at Bro Force Squad. That's 3 words, at Bro Force Squad. And check out everything we're doing on our website, www.broforcesquad.com. Put a little Christopher Walken in there for you guys. .com. For the mayor himself and our enforcer, I am the mad scientist. We will see you guys at the next haunted city,
I
Halloween
need
Town.
a retainer. I'd walk and fuck every chick on set, you know it.
At least twice.
I hope so.
I'd be disappointed if you did.
Yeah, I'll enjoy the movie much more if I can